So, hello once again, and now we will be talking about quantum computing.
Yeah.
So, could you explain what is it? Because everyone is talking it's new generation of computing, something like this. So, where's the new
Okay,
generation?
this is a very difficult question in the sense that everything quantum is usually not understandable for normal person.
It's like physics, deep physics.
No, I mean quantum physics. Even physicists very often they are saying that we do not understand, we just are becoming used to it. We just know that we should use it and we are using. But to say that we understand it, it's very difficult because most of quantum systems are going against our normal everyday experience. So in this sense, a quantum computer is also this thing which is difficult to understand. But of course, we can speak easily about it because we know expected properties of it. It is not easy to explain how it functions. It's much more complicated, and I would not be able to do it. But I know more or less properties which very small quantum computers which are existing already, and these larger ones about which we are speaking during last years, they will have. So yeah, quantum computer, the main property of quantum computer is that we are used that all computers are dealing with bits, zeros and ones, one operation per step. Okay, we can have a little bit larger so-called registers, so that in general we have something limited with regular steps. In quantum computer, I can have millions of operations at once.
So, it's like new generation of computers.
This is, I would say, even more than new generation. It's some kind of new device in general.
So, will it replace our usual computers?
This is a big question. Most probably not, because at least as far as we are knowing now, it is specialized computer. We have in normal computers, we have computers done for special purposes. And usually these special computers are faster. So these are some kind of special purpose computers. And the question is what they can do very efficiently. Up to now, we are not expecting the general purpose quantum computer. We have a very limited number of algorithms how to use quantum computer, and we know what kind of problems it can solve. So for these problems, quantum computer will be the huge jump in speed, efficiency, and so on. For other, it can be very limited or not at all. So it depends. So if to speak about these applications where quantum computer can be very useful, there are most top two applications. One is biotechnology. Quantum computers can be very good in predicting molecular structure and so on and so on. And this is very important application. It can speed up development of new drugs significantly.
Modeling of different.
Yeah, you can model a lot of structures and to know in advance if they will be stable or not. Can you make them or not, and what kind of properties they will have. So this is very important application. Another very important application is in that way, in breaking cryptography. Because there are some special so-called not polynomial tasks. This is mathematical terminology. which says that there are some mathematical problems which are very difficult to solve or very slow to solve. And modern cryptography is based often on this kind of problems. There are some of them like factoring. Okay, I do not want to go to mathematical definitions, but these are problems, and we know now algorithms which, if quantum computer large enough would be existing, would solve these problems easily, and this means that some cryptographic algorithms could be broken easily and fast.
So we even are preparing for what will happen and it will be reality.
Exactly. Since this coming of quantum computers, I would like to point out that it is not, we should not take for granted that quantum computers will exist. Because we believe it, we know more or less how it should lie, but it's still technical issues. If you will read to some companies which are trying to create them, they will say, okay, we are 2-3 years behind, but as a physicist, I have experience about thermonuclear fusion, which is solving the problem of the energy of the whole world last 50 years, and usually they are saying that in the next 2-3 years it will be done. So I do not know if quantum computing is the same, or it will really appear during some, typically this goes in waves. There are waves of optimism, then there are some down-term pessimistic one, and then goes up. But since this is quantum computing is long-term coming problem with cryptographic society, we understand that these quantum computers can break a lot of algorithms, and so it is the field of cryptography which is called post-quantum cryptography. So there are algorithms created which would be resistant to these new quantum computers. So most probably it will be some disturbance if quantum computer will arrive, but it will be not so drastic and dramatic. Because nowadays some equipment for cryptography, we already have option to use post-quantum algorithms. So you just should switch from one to another.
Yeah, it's like in most of the cases, the technology have advantages, disadvantages, but we as IT should be ready for what's coming and planning.
Yeah, okay, very good, I don't know if it is good example, but it was a very good lesson which we learned in 2000 years back, if anybody is remembering, when all the world was afraid that in 2000 all computers will crash. Okay, so this means that we should be prepared if we can guess some kind of a very large black swan, so unexpected event, we should try to prepare for it somehow. So cryptographic community, cryptographic systems are more or less prepared for that. If quantum computer would appear tomorrow, I am not so sure that everybody are prepared. But in general, yes, we are thinking and working about that, how to do it.
So thank you, and I hope in our merit study program, students will be prepared for this.
I don't know if they will be prepared to create quantum computer.
They will be prepared morally, like
morally, and for post-quantum cryptography, at least they will be ready that at some day they will maybe need to switch to this one.